In today's energy markets, let's take a look at WTI crude today, as WTI crude futures are having a nice move higher. Once again today, we're seeing them up for a second consecutive session. And with today's price action, we're seeing them basically trading at 1.5-week highs and pushing back up towards the 61.55 level. And as we move through this week, all eyes really starting to focus on OPEC Plus as that announcement comes out here in a couple of days. And with that, I think the market is kind of setting up for the idea that the expectations are, because of some of the concerns about demand from a short-term perspective, particularly coming out of Europe due to the coronavirus and the flare-ups there and some of the lockdowns, that OPEC Plus may stand pat on their production cuts for at least another month, if not longer. And so I think that's having a positive effect when you look at some of the energy space, and particularly when you look at WTI. Couple that with the other narrative surrounding Suez Canal, it does appear that they are getting the barge, or I should say the tanker, unstuck. And so it does appear that they're going to start to be able to get the Suez Canal reopened here in the coming days. And it does also appear that they're going to ramp up the amount of ships that are going to be going through to try to alleviate some of the backlog. So I think that's another storyline that the market will focus on this week. But again, I think now that that's worked its way through, at least apparently it sounds like they're going to have things back online, that the market's really shifting its focus towards OPEC Plus and how they might deliver this message or potentially extend those production cuts. Looking at the trends in place, we are seeing, again, WTI holding here and building a little bit of a base here the last week and a half. And with today's price action, as I mentioned, pushing it up to 6 session highs, we're reestablishing this range. And so I think, again, there's a setup here as we move towards this announcement in the coming days that you're seeing the market anticipating the possibility that if they do hold those production cuts, that's going to be a positive impact on the price of oil and therefore benefit WTI futures.